Right, I'm going to show you a picture on the board. You're going to work in a three there, and Fred, if you could join Charlotte and Harini, that would be helpful, okay? Alright, just for this exercise, we'll move in a minute, so I'm going to show you a picture on the board. You're all going to stand up, and you're going to look at the picture, and you're going to decide how things on the picture match together. It's up to you. But I want you to end up with two groups, all right? It's up to you how you pair things up or how you match things up. But within your group of three, everybody has to agree and has to understand how things have been matched together. And only when everybody understands can you sit down. All right? That's all I'm going to tell you. But you need to make the decision about how things are going to match up. Once you think you've done so, make sure everybody understands, and then you can sit down. All right? And I will check that everybody understands. And if it doesn't, then you'll have to come back up again and work it out again. So everyone understand what you're doing? Right. This is an entirely different topic, so away you go. Up you get. Fred, if you come work with Charlotte and Harini, you need to decide how things match together. And then decide.
They look exactly the same. Two different groups.
They're all forever
Okay, I'm going to start with Irana. Could you match two things together for me? I don't mind which two it is, but just tell me two things that match together.
The 3.5 and the 4.5.
3, we say that as 3, 2, 5. Those two dots are said as 2. Okay? So 3 to 5 you want to match with the...
Well, in our team we thought...
With the adults and children.
Yeah, with the adults and children.
Okay, so let's match it with that. With the words adults and children?
No, with the picture.
With the picture. So, with the picture, the adults and children, yeah. Okay. What does the 3 correspond with, Irana, and what does the 5 correspond with?
There's 3 adults and 5 children.
Right, so the 3 is the adults and the 5 is the children. Good. All right, good. Casper, can you match two other things together for me?
So, the England versus Tonga.
Right.
And the adults and the children.
How do they match together?
So, they're both exactly the same, but they're both completely different.
Explain.
So, they're all humans, right?
Indeed.
Yes. But, for example, the adults and the children,
Yeah.
they're younger, and like the adults,
Yeah.
they're doing something different. And
Right.
England versus Tonga, it's like they're adults, but they're doing also something different. So
I think this, Casper, might come in the category of clutching at straws.
what's that?
You haven't given me any good reason other than the fact that they're all humans, mathematically, to put those two together yet.
Yeah.
I want a good mathematical reason to put those two together. Okay? If you can come up with one, let me know. But until you do, I'm going to run that one out. But yes,
I've
go
got
on.
two.
Go for it.
The 325
We did that.
Yes.
with
Go, it's
the
okay.
with the picture.
Yes.
5 people in that picture wearing black clothes,
Yes.
and 3 people wearing white clothes.
Yeah. Okay. So we could match it in that way, or in the adults or children. So yeah, go on. Can you give me something else that matches with these two, or two other things that match?
4 to 1
Yes.
with the England versus Tonga.
Why?
One person is wearing I think it's a Tonga shirt,
Yes.
and 4 people wearing England.
Good. So there are 4 English players to 1 Tonga player. So 4 to 1 English Tonga. Harini, what else can you match for me?
There were
4 English players out of 5 in total.
So you want this 4 out of 5 here, yes. So there are 4 England players out of 5. We can say that line, that fraction line, we can say out of. That works, doesn't it? Fred?
3 over 8.
Yes.
There are 3 adults out of 8 people.
Good. 3 adults out of 8 people. Adults out of 8 people. Something else that matches with something else. Matty?
In the England versus Tonga picture, 80% of the players are English.
80% are English. Good, well done. So what does that leave us with over here? What's missing? What number? 62.5. Now, presumably, where does that go? Where's that going to go?
Would it be 3 out of 8?
Yes, it is. It's the 3 out of 8, isn't it? So 62.5% are what?
3 out of 8. So the picture on the...
Yeah, they're related to this picture. What does that 62.5% relate to?
The 5 children.
The 5 children. So 62.5% are children. Good. So, we've had a picture in both cases. What do I call something that's written like this, 3 to 5? What do I call that?
Ratio.
It's a ratio, isn't it? Something that's written like this is a percentage. And something that's written like this,
Fraction.
it is a fraction. There's another word that I could use when I'm using it in this context, when I'm using this line to mean out of. There's another word that I can use. I think you're about to say it. What do you...
I was a comparison.
It is a comparison, you're right. There's another mathematical word, but you're absolutely right, it is a comparison.
Divided by?
It is also, can be used as divided by, but there is a word, when I'm using it like this, a mathematical word, proportion. Yeah? Which you're right, it is a comparison, and it is dividing one by the other, but it's using it as a proportion. 3 is the proportion of adults out of the 8. This, what we can say is that there is a way of interpreting those pictures in a way which we can write as a ratio, as a proportion, or as a percentage. And we can see the links between the ratio and the proportion. So, very quickly, if I just give you this ratio, 2 to 3, I can write that as a proportion as 2 out of 5, or as 3 out of 5. Where's my 5 coming from?
If you add 2 and 3.
Yes, it's coming from the addition of the 2 and the 3. So if I can write things as a fraction, I can write them as a ratio. If I can write them as a ratio, I can write them as a fraction or as a proportion. Okay? Right, thank you ever so much, ladies and gentlemen.